I also forgot to record an intro for this final video, so I would just like to preface by saying that this is the final part of my series, and I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this series as a whole, and continue on to see me do part 4 of the series, which is Overlining. As the last part of my series, I want to emphasize why this is relevant, what you should take away from it, and how it is relevant on a global stage. To start, this topic, specifically the drag balls and house culture subtopic, is incredibly relevant as Black Lives Matter and trans rights are being given more attention and support, as well as more media coverage, as I mentioned when discussing the Kiki documentary. Placing more emphasis on queer and Black culture allows for more exposure and information on how to be an effective ally. It also helps lessen the bias of historical retelling that excludes Black and queer voices. This bias is due to history being primarily told from a white perspective and racism in the media refusing to portray a different perspective. To wrap up this series as a whole, I want to offer up some ideas on how to be an ally towards the queer community more specifically. The most effective way to be an ally is confronting your own biases and prejudices, offering support, financially, emotionally, or otherwise, to queer people in need. Take time to understand the prejudices faced and don't speak over queer voices. One example of a way that I like to offer support is by contributing to transition funds for people who want gender-affirming surgery but either don't have insurance that'll cover it or don't have the funds needed. What I hope you take away from this series is the knowledge and appreciation of house and drag ball culture, an understanding of how drag techniques have influenced modern makeup, an idea of how to support queer people in media, and the ability to identify how discriminatory bias influenced and still influences how history is told. If you do makeup or want to start doing it, I also hope this gave you some inspiration or ideas on how to express yourself, appreciation for the creators of many modern makeup techniques, and a way to appreciate drag and house culture without appropriating it. I encourage you to actively challenge biases you encounter in your everyday life and use your privilege to uplift voices without talking over them. In this last clip, I am finishing up the overlining look, and here's it finished. Thank you so much for watching the 4th and final part of my MYP research project. I hope that you can take something away from this episode and also this series as a whole. I hope that if you do utilize these techniques that I've, offered up, and that if you do use them as a way to express yourself, you remember the original creators of this technique and the discrimination they faced within the queer community and within the community as a whole. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please let me know. Thank you.